Did you happen to look up into the nighttime skies over the weekend? Did you see anything strange? Many of our viewers did. Some even caught the glowing orbs on tape.
Glowing orbs flowing high in the air.
Thousands of people saw these 4 mysterious lights in the sky outside Phoenix Monday night.
It's a UFO.
The United States Air Force said it could not identify them. Air traffic controllers from 2 different airports say they saw the lights, but they definitely were not from any of their airplanes.
Above the skies of Northeast and East El Paso tonight, a sight that was a little more than stunning. This is what one of our photographers, Ram Moreno, caught on video. One solitary light that appears to be falling in the sky. But that light suddenly breaks apart into 2, then 3 separate lights. Those lights then just freeze in the air and begin to hover.
This is the weird, unsettling sight Paul, a longtime pilot, captured on tape. Mysterious red lights in a diagonal formation just hovering above his yard in Whippany.
Strange lights over the skies of San Diego.
Strange lights over Lake Erie.
Over Phoenix, Arizona.
A group of unidentified flying objects in the sky over Manhattan.
UFOs were kind of flying over Chicago.
This is just a great mystery. What is this in the East Texas sky?
The same orbs have been spotted in London, Mexico, Canada, California, and Texas.
So this is something that's in the sky that people do not know what it is.
On 7 News at 5:30, a strange sighting above Boulder County a week ago. 3 lights in the night sky. The folks who saw them are asking,
what the fuck?
What the hell is that?
What in the world is this?
I have no idea what the hell that is. And I'm about to shit my pants.
Yes, it certainly seems to be an interesting wave of sightings.
And check this out. The 3 lights are close to each other, then spread out into this triangle pattern. Now, look at the patterns side by side. This from Manhattan and the other tonight in El Paso. I gotta tell you, they do look eerily similar.
If it looks familiar, it should. Remember the Phoenix lights from the late 90s? Thousands saw the triangular glow in the night sky. The military said they were flares. Many are still skeptical.
Could these lights have been flares dropped from planes, which some say explains the Phoenix phenomenon? Well, flares fall from the sky, and these did not, as you saw, so the mystery continues.
There's no way that's flares. My brother said it's flares. Now it just pops up out of nowhere.
Okay, in my opinion, there's no way it could be some type of flare. It had to be something other because, like I say, it was they stayed in one area, they didn't drift off, and they made very specific formations.
Just that they looked very in a formation, that they had a purpose.
Strange red lights, brighter than a star, moving slowly in a triangular shape closer and closer.
This triangle shape, that just looks kind of weird.
Perfect triangle form, that's when you're like, wow, what is this thing?
So when you say they were in formation, okay, we're watching some video now, I don't know if you can see it, but they kind of move apart and then they kind of come back together. What did you think when you saw this?
Extraterrestrials?
No doubt about it.
No doubt about it.
And I suspect that unless the Defense Department proves us otherwise, that it was probably some form of an alien spacecraft.
Skeptics say there must be a perfectly good explanation, one that doesn't involve little green men.
Could be an airplane making a turn.
Nigga, those is not airplanes.
Could be a meteor. We love meteors.
Wait a minute, it's not a shooting star because it's slowed down.
Could be sea monkeys, which are brine shrimp, shot in the right light and superimposed on the blue sky with the shaky thing.
I don't see how that would explain it exactly, but
it's just quite a step to say there was a film with remarkable images on it. It's quite a step from there to say it was definitely a spacecraft from another civilization.
That's quite a step. You bet it's quite a step.
You know, any reasonable mind would have to say there's something fantastic going on here.
The universe is vast because if you take, you know, the 200 billion suns just in this little Milky Way galaxy with planets evolving around them, and then you add that the 500 billion galaxies that are just like this one out there, it's so vast and it's inhabited, and there's beings that are thousands, millions, even billions of years ahead of us.
Hill believes the latest mystery lights over Lake Erie are from a higher power, a benevolent entity that for some reason is making more frequent visits to our area.
Does it scare you at all?
A little bit, but I mean, I'm a little optimistic. If it's something beneficial for us, then I am very excited, and who knows what it'll be.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. Why don't these aliens just show up for everyone to see? Go ahead, park your spaceship right in front of our 19 Action News studios here, and I will personally hand any little green man this microphone. Seriously, enough with the appearances on home video shot by a select few. Hill has an answer for that.
We couldn't have the outcome that I believe they intend, which is for us to become a galactic society and a peaceful society.
The way he sees it, the alien appearances are as beautiful as they are peaceful. And a sudden visit would be as traumatic to us as 9/11, like a terrorist attack. But he says time will reveal all truth.
They will. They will.
What'd you think those red lights were? Aliens?
Yesterday in this hour, we told you about the mysterious lights that keep appearing over Lake Erie near Cleveland. Here is some home video of the lights that neighbors in the area say are unlike aircraft or helicopters that fly there. And last night, for the 8th night in a row, they said these lights were back, appearing around 7:30 p.m. and lasting about 2 hours. NASA has a lab in Cleveland called the Glenn Research Center. They test rockets and various aircraft, but say they haven't done any testing this week. A Pentagon official told me the U.S. military has not been testing anything recently in that area. And the FAA acknowledges the light pattern seems different from commercial flight paths in the area. So what on earth is going on? Joining us is UFO expert Nick Pope from our London bureau. Nick ran the British government's UFO project at the Ministry of Defense. Nick, first of all, what do you make of what we're all hearing from Cleveland? 8 days, the lights seem to be similar, but they look unlike anything that people have ever seen.
Yes, it certainly seems to be an interesting wave of sightings, and it's always fascinating when you get activity like this over a period of different nights. I think my key question would be, and it's really a question for the Air Force and the FAA, has anyone checked the radar tapes to see if anything unusual was tracked?
Well, as a matter of fact, I spoke to officials at the FAA today. They checked in with Cleveland Air Traffic Control, and they don't have anything unusual, nothing unusual on the radar, no unusual reporting from any pilots. Is it possible that maybe this is some sort of a helicopter or rescue service from one of the Cleveland hospitals that people east of the city are looking at a little bit differently?
I wouldn't have thought so, and I've seen some of this footage myself, and what struck me about it was the way that it appeared to change color at some stage, and that's quite interesting. I mean, I think as ever, one would need to get hold of the original camera, the original film footage, and do some proper forensic analysis to get to the bottom of it. But it's certainly interesting, and as I say, the fact that it's come back over several nights and been seen by many different people makes it quite a significant sighting.
Well, and as far as the analysis of the film, we intend to do just that, and it's now several people. We're being told that because this has been happening night after night, people are now gathered on the beaches along Lake Erie near Euclid, Ohio, where this kid first saw it. And apparently, again, for 8 nights in a row, it happens about each night between 7 and 7:30 in the evening. The lights stay up for about 2 hours. Sometimes they dim, sometimes they get brighter, sometimes they move up, they move to one side, and then they eventually disappear. What do you make of it all?
Well, most UFO sightings do turn out to have conventional explanations. They can be lasers, searchlights, fireworks, the Chinese lanterns, which are quite popular, and people let these off at parties and barbecues and things like that. But I think what is interesting is that these days, of course, almost everyone has a cell phone with the capability to take photos and videos. So out of the tens of thousands of people who see UFOs each year, we're getting more and more of this interesting footage. So we're more likely to get to the bottom of these sorts of mysteries.
Well, we certainly hope to get to the bottom of this one. Nick Pope from London, thank you so much, Nick. We will keep you posted on how things go.
Mike's footage is really impressive simply because of the size of Lake Erie and the fact that it's a no-fly zone. There's nothing around for something like 60 miles. It really makes these lights that Michael Leahill is videotaping very remarkable.
But are these objects new, or have they been seen before? March 4th, 1988. According to the Cleveland Plain dealer, Sheila Baker sees several small triangular objects shooting out of a huge metallic gray football-shaped object descending over Lake Erie. The U.S. Coast Guard even witnesses this event and makes a written report. Quote, "The smaller objects began hovering in the area where the large object landed. They appeared to be scouting the area." They were never able to fully resolve this event. The description of these objects approaching the lake is eerily similar to Michael's footage from August 18, 2006. But Michael's encounters go further back than the team realizes.
And of all the dead giveaways, this up here and reappearing of stars just don't happen.
Yeah, well, there's another one forming right next to it. Wow. I think I got that one just showing up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's freaking mind-blowing.
When we was back down the pier, once all the ships and stuff left and did the blast out of our atmosphere, I believe it was the Coast Guard. He came close by, searching the area and stuff, but it was too late. It was gone already.
Oh, no
shit.
shit.
Lights and everything, microphone, all that. I'm like, you late. They go. Me and my friend just sitting there laughing. He's like, you late, dude. He came by like 15
late to the party, man.
15 minutes later he came by. I was like, you way late. They could have like scanned the whole lake by the time you got here and left.
I got both of those in frame right now.
They just sitting there too.
Yeah, they are. They're not in here. I got them to the very edges of the frame and they're not even moving.
You should leave the frame just like that and watch them start moving.
Yep. The left one is moving a little bit now to the right and back.
Is this zoomed in that close?
Oh yeah. Wow. That's gotta look crazy in there. Yeah. I mean, there's color and stuff when you see it in. Just in the view, yeah, it'll be really nice color. Wow.
I can't believe it's getting right next to each other.
There's another one. There's a third one.
It's a red one too.
Yeah, man. Holy shit. Wow.
Too bad my camera don't zoom that far.
Wow, man. Holy shit.
Wait. Oh, do we have three?
There's three. Yeah.
Triangle formation.
Yeah.
Hi, how you doing? Look at that.
Wow, man. Holy shit. Unbelievable. Thank you. That is mind-blowing, man. What's your name?
Sean.
Sean. Sean's here to witness this with us.
What's you guys' name?
My name's Michael, and this is Justin. There's one down at the bottom of the lake now.
Yeah.
Holy shit, check this out.
That is a lot. I've never caught four.
Oh my God. But I gotta get back to this.
Where's he going? The one that was at the bottom, he left.
Did he?
Yeah.
Good, because I left that screen anyhow. I want to get these guys.
Challenging, and it's really, really fun to contemplate that, you know, there may be beings out there who are concerned about our planet and who may give us the opportunity to advance ourselves. It's really fun to contemplate. All the physics that we know on this planet, quantum physics and conventional physics and metallurgy and you know, all of it, it can really encompass a theory of how these ships move. I mean, you've done it yourself, David, proposing, you know, that if you can convert, you know, a mass to.
Check this out. Holy shit! This is above Euclid, Ohio, where they were reported before by Eugene Ehrlich. This is for you, buddy. Those are probably the same towers that he was seeing these objects out. Wow. To the naked eye, that thing is just pulsating crazy colors. It's hard to describe how really bright it is. There's one right out in front of me on the lake, by the way. It's really bright too, but it's not as bright as this one, so I'm not going to move this camera. But keep in mind, right to my right is another one. Something is going on huge. You know what? I'm just going to show you. Come on. Okay. I mean, that thing is really bright too. Like this. There's a building. I don't know how anyone can't be seeing that. You know, those lights showed up over Phoenix, and here's lights over Cleveland. It's going down behind that building. What the hell? Whoa! There's a smaller one flying into it or something.
Dude, it's angels circling the earth, man.
What's this coming up to it, man? No way. I got this on tape, man.
Oh, this is a trip.
Dude, there's one stopping right into it. It's hovering.
I know, I see.
Dude, this ain't even right.
Holy crap.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
Dude, I got it on tape. What the hell? That's the craziest thing ever.
I'm telling you, it's the mothership being guided in this way.
Whoa.
It's so bright, it's reflecting on the lake.
Dude, it's beautiful.
You see that? It's reflecting
Oh, I
on
got
the
it.
lake.
I'm filming it, dude.
I'm just saying it for documentation, man.
Yeah, it's dude.
It's so bright, it's causing like the sunset with the sun and the moon.
Yeah.
That's important. There was like a refueling or something.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened.
Dude, we just saw something amazing.
This one's coming closer over here, man.
Yeah, here comes another one. You see that other one coming out from further west?
Yeah, man. I got it. Look at dude.
Oh, wow. What's going on, buddy? Those like afterburners or some experimental jet?
I don't know, man.
There is NASA out in the area as well.
I don't know what it is, really.
Trust me, I've seen the NASA Lewis Research Center out there. But look how fast it's going. You see that?
Yeah, it took off in a jiffy.
Dude, oh my god.
Holy crap. Look at that.
There was a period of time, we did the shows on it, where there was so much activity in the skies or in Northeast Ohio, it was mind-boggling. There was contrails, there was fighter jets. I'm going to play some of the calls for you. There was different weird sightings in the sky. The military was on the move.
What I look for is expert witness testimony to the phenomena, but then you get people like Michael Lee Hill right here in Cleveland, and when I saw his footage, in fact, I just saw some footage last night where you see possibly 30 to 100 feet above the lake, you see this saucer with all these colored lights spinning around, hovering, making no noise at all. And I was just filming at the Edwards Air Force Base Air Show last weekend, and even the B-2 bomber, the F-117, some of the quieter planes, you can hear those things over the noise of the ripples on the lake. Well, because they're loud. This thing isn't making any noise. And then you see this other disc come hovering up to it, stops and hovers 30 feet above this thing, making no noise, and visits it for only a few seconds, and then takes off. I mean, there's nothing in the arsenal of our military aircraft that can do that unless you're looking at Harrier jets,
right,
which are one of the noisiest bastards you'll ever hear.
Now, Michael, you're from Eastlake.
Yes.
You have this film, right?
Yeah.
Get closer to the microphone, please.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been filming UFOs here
for about 3 years. About 3 years ago, I seen craft over the lake, and that sparked my interest. I just went down any nice night and brought my camcorder with me and started filming. So I've accumulated quite a library, and that's how I met David. I was a big fan of David's work. So I sent him some of my footage, and he ended up using 4 of my clips on the Dan Aykroyd.
Now, I am not questioning Michael at all, okay? I'm asking a question here as a talk show host. How do you know that the film isn't doctored? How do you, because with today's technology, you know what I'm trying to say, David, there? You have to be very careful?
You have to be very careful, because with today's technology, people can doctor stuff. But with 20 years experience personally as a professional photographer, and also because I'm a filmmaker and an editor, I know what something looks like when it's fake. I mean, you could fake me. If you were going to spend, $100,000 and up on your special effects, but you think of a guy who's, a guitar player, a musician, who's got a little video camera, who doesn't even edit film. What would he do to fake this? What would he need to fake it? Well, where it gets really difficult is when you're hand-holding a shot and the background moves consistently in the shot with the object, the UFO. Now, if you put another layer in the editing bay on top of that and you put in a UFO, to match the movement of those 2 frames, the frame of the UFO moving with the background consistently, so they're never out of phase, that's the first thing I would look for. If they were out of phase, I would say, okay, that's another layer. That's another layer in the editing bay. But they're totally in phase. When you see the corners of the shot move, the UFO moves consistently with that. And that means you have to have some very expensive equipment to fake something like that.
How long ago, Michael, did you take this? This is over Lake Erie in East Lake, right?
Yes. It's going on to this day, actually. I've filmed stuff as recent as a month ago. And
tell us a little bit about it real quick, because we've got to go to traffic.
Did you just pick a random day to go down there?
No.
You live on the water?
Yeah, I live about 2 good rock throws from the lake, and so about 3 years ago I seen a craft, and as I said, I just started going down to the lake and watching the sunset, and I'd just hang out afterwards, and if a big ball of light went by, I'd film it, and
well, give us one of the weirdest experiences you filmed down there in East Lake.
Probably one of the weirdest ones was one of the clips that he used in the Dan Aykroyd film, and it was just a big cloud, glowing cloud-looking apparition.
Different colors?
This one was glowing almost like a blacklight color, like a bluish purple color, and had a strobing light that was on the left-hand side of it, and that was a strange one because it was almost like a telepathic communication. I just had this feeling. Something said, you need to go outside and bring your camera. And when I went out, it was there, and I filmed it.
It's very translucent looking, the shot he's talking about, so you can almost see right through it.
We only got a couple minutes before we go to news. I want to play this. When I was doing my show, when all this activity was going on in the sky about 1.5 years ago, these are some of the people that called in. I'll play real quick for you here, okay? Eric, you're in the air on WTAM 1100.
How's it going, Mike?
Good, Eric.
Hey, I'm living down here in Jackson Township by the Akron-Canton Airport.
Yeah.
And I was seeing 11, 12 vapor trails. But I was driving, and I see this low-flying jet. Doesn't look like any of the jets that we have now in the military. I'm just a recent retired Marine, so I kind of know a little bit about the air power that we have. And I just saw it heading due south, and then it banked right and made a course for the southeast.
Is this all unusual?
This is something I haven't seen.
And how long you been there? A while?
Yeah, I've lived here, almost a year now.
Yeah.
I see another vapor trail that's got a turn in it.
So would you agree with me something's going on?
I didn't see anything this morning because I was at work at this time.
Yeah.
But it's kind of...
Wait a minute. Hold on right here. Was this one here?
Yeah, that one right there.
WTAM 1100, you're in the air.
Mike, it's Craig, first-time caller.
Thank you, Craig.
Hey, I'm on 71 North, and I see something right now. I'm just passing Mansfield.
Yes?
And there's a small black spot, and it probably would be over... Oh, wait. You know what? Never mind. It's a bug on my windshield.
Oh, boy.
Everybody. See, I'm trying to be serious here
and I'm with you
save
on that.
America.
I'm with you. That
and this guy wants to be Bob Hope on me.
Yeah, well, you knew that. You knew that was coming.
Wait. There's a guy at PA who saw it.
He saw it. Where at? Right here?
Slide 5.
Paul, you're in the air on WTAM 1100.
Hey, Trev, it's Paulie from Solon. How you doing?
Good, Paulie.
Hey, I'm a salesman. I was in central Pennsylvania this morning, and I saw at least 15 of those vapor trails. And when I came in the range to hear you talking about this, it freaked me out.
I mean, anybody that was up this morning, and Paul, I appreciate the phone call. Thank you very much, because people think I'm fooling around here.
No,
Anybody that saw this, I can't even convince my own boss, my sports director here, Mike Snyder. He thinks I was on LSD this morning.
I
haven't done LSD in 4 Terry, you're in the air on WTAM 1100.
Good afternoon, Mike.
Good afternoon, Terry.
Hey, we were just up on the roof here in Solon at Bedford Gear,
Mhm.
and you can count at least 24 contrails. They're everywhere. And then another thing, we were out golfing out at Oak Knolls this morning, and usually you see like a little Cessna plane flying around. We seen 12 of them take off and fly all around in groups of 3. I mean, that's crazy. So I don't know if that's got something to do with it, but there had to be something going on somewhere.
Yeah, and it's still going on.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you, Terry, for that report.
All right, man.
WTAM 1100, you're in the air.
I spent a lot of time sitting in my hot tub looking at the stars. I'm an aviation buff, and like amateur astronomy is kind of cool. But one of the things I always like to see is when then the space shuttle flies over. They'll tell you on the weather when you can see it, and usually you can see satellites too, right?
Yeah.
Well, I always look for them in the hot tub. Last night at about 9:30, one of them went north to south, and within 10 minutes of that one, I saw one go, I don't know, or southwest to northeast, and I never see them. I've been looking for over a year, and I saw 2 within 10 minutes of each other.
Well, what do you, Mike, I mean, and I don't want to challenge you here. You weren't drinking, were you?
No,
Okay. All right.
believe it or not, I wasn't that night. But
All right, no Miller High Lifes, right?
Actually, High Life Light. I'm watching the carps.
All right. Let me ask you a question. What do you make out of that then? What?
I don't know, Mike. But there was also about 10 times more normal air activity. And like I said, I'm a big aviation buff. Geez, I used to fly. I built probably 1,000-model airplanes. I'm really into this stuff, and it kind of creeped me out a little bit. I thought nothing of it. I heard all this stuff this morning.
Yeah.
And then now it's like, what the hell's going on? You know.
So you're with me here. You believe something's going on, right?
Well, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's a big. I'm thinking maybe it's like a large-scale military exercise, and the stuff people are calling about planes in formation, contrails that aren't relatively straight, like you said. The only planes that have the agility to hold that kind of tight formation, especially within close proximity to each other, are fighter jets, Mike.
Aha, Snyder. Aha, did you hear that phone call?
I heard that.
All right.
I'm listening
you know
to
what?
everything.
The defense is starting to rest here.
You're going to rest.
Jennifer, you're in the air on WTAM 1100.
Hey, Triv. I'm
Yeah.
a first-time caller, so be gentle, okay?
Thank you. I'm gentle with all my women.
What I saw was the very end of last week. My husband and I saw it for a couple of days happening. Now, I got to tell you, I'm a military brat, and I grew up on Army bases. And so it doesn't take a military genius to know when there's a mission going on. And we saw for 2 days Chinooks, those big helicopters with the propellers in the front and the back.
Yeah.
Like they're carrying vessels. And we saw those for 2 days. We saw them going past our house. Now, we're out here in western Medina County.
Jennifer, since you're a military brat, what do you make of it? Can you give us your opinion?
Well, they were obviously moving something. I mean, something that's large enough for a Chinook to carry. I mean, they just don't put those full of cotton balls.
So you think there's some type of military operation going on?
Without a doubt, when they're moving that much equipment, it's got to be equipment or something like that. When they're moving that much stuff, there's definitely something.
Mary, you're in the air on WTAM 1100.
How are you today?
Yeah, good, Mary, good.
Nervous, I'm sure, huh?
Well, a little, more curious, Mary, than nervous. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, me too. That's why I'm sitting on 480 in a traffic jam listening to you staring in the skies when I realized what I saw today.
That is?
I saw, well, first of all, on my way 306 to 422, I saw a single Army truck on the road. And then on 422, heading west towards 271 in Solon, I saw 3 Army trucks. And I didn't even think of it until
Make you wonder, Paul. They really do, particularly if you're on the fence about this kind of thing. These are not typical lights you see in the sky. They're not shooting stars. They're not from any type of aircraft that we know of. Listen to what this area's top UFO guy thinks about it.
You can see the houses down here, which is fascinating.
UFO enthusiast Michael Lee Hill says video recently posted on YouTube that shows strange lights over Lake Erie is some of the best UFO video he's ever seen.
Look at there's another one.
The video was shot September 18th. In it, a number of bright lights are seen on the horizon, and they don't appear to be typical aircraft lights.
One of the things that I like about this video is you can see the houses, and you can see exactly how high these things are above the houses, which also gives you a little bit of idea of how big these objects are. It's not a little light up there. These are huge balls of light. And their commentary, there's multiple witnesses. There's at least 4 or 5 people talking there. They're all freaking out going, I've never seen anything like this.
We're being invaded. Hill says the recent Lake Erie lights are very similar to mysterious lights that appeared over Phoenix in March of 1997. This sighting became one of the most talked about UFO events in decades.
It's the exact same. They're showing up over Phoenix, over Texas recently, China, the UK.
Hill claims he's personally witnessed hundreds of UFOs. But before you write him off as a crackpot, listen to his take on the mystery plume in the sky over the Pacific this week.
That looked like something military from our end. I didn't get the feel of something higher.
But Hill believes the latest mystery lights over Lake Erie are from a higher power, a benevolent entity that for some reason is making more frequent visits to our area. Michael Lee has appeared on the History Channel and done tons of research on UFO sightings. Could these lights have been flares dropped from planes, which some say explains the Phoenix phenomenon? Well, flares fall from the sky, and these did not, as you saw, so the mystery continues. Live in the Newsplex, Paul Johnson, 19 Action News.
Whoa! It's flashing red. Wow. Unfucking believable. It looks like a huge fucking triangle. They're all fucking illuminating. Oh. The one at the bottom disappeared now. There's one showing up under it, but I'm not moving it because that's a fucking unbelievable shot. Look right under it. You see that shit? Holy shit. Look at this. Huh. Oh man, this is all fucked up. I just went away. This one's still up there.
So much other stuff though, it's hard to say where the camera should be at any given time.
Yeah, what's this? Look at it, it's red now, dude.
What's red?
It's at the end.
Oh, that?
What the fuck?
What is that? Oh, there's lightning over there again. I don't know, that's right by the land. Oh,
Dude, it just showed up. It's turning different colors. It was just, it just shut off. It just shut, now it came back on.
Yeah.
It pulses, oh, I got this on tape, dude.
I don't know what it is.
Whoa, there's lightning out there.
Yeah.
There it is again.
What is it?
I don't know, I've never.
Oh, what?
I don't know.
What is happening there?
I don't know. I have no clue, but I got it, man. Whoa, holy shit. Hear that? What's up with that?
It's gone.
Oh, it just disappeared. This one out here just shut off.
I noticed.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, it just came back.
All over here too.
Yeah. What is that? Standing on the steps. I hope I don't fall. It's been known to happen. Looks like disappearing.
All right, are there really UFOs? Better yet, are they flying over Lake Erie? An East Lake man claims there are, and he has the tapes to prove it. 19 Action News anchor Lena live in the Newsplex with the story, new at 11.
Yes, Denise, you might remember the last time we tried to broadcast some of Michael Lee Hill's UFO video, our computer system crashed. Coincidence? Tonight, barring any alien interruptions, here's Hill's latest home video that may make a believer out of you. What in the world is this, or should we say out of this world? A pulsating orb of light hovering over Lake Erie near the East Lake shore.
Unbelievable.
Michael Lee Hill behind the camera. The UFO researcher says without a doubt what you're seeing are
extraterrestrials.
No doubt about
No doubt about it.
One showing up next to
The video, shot last fall, just put on YouTube and already's gotten more than 660,000 hits.
People want the truth. I think we're ready, and it just doesn't really go along with our government's plans.
There's something strange in the neighborhood.
When 19 Action News tried to show you previous footage 2 years ago, Hill finds the technical snafus no coincidence.
Something spooky going on with that tape.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. Why don't these aliens just show up for everyone to see? Go ahead, park your spaceship right in front of our 19 Action News studios here, and I will personally hand any little green man this microphone. Seriously, enough with the appearances on home video shot by a select few. Hill has an answer for that.
We couldn't have the outcome that I believe they intend, which is for us
to become a galactic society and a peaceful society.
The way he sees it, the alien appearances are as beautiful as they are peaceful. And a sudden visit would be as traumatic to us as 9/11, like a terrorist attack. But he says time will reveal all truth.
They will. They will.
Ooh, and no computer glitches. Hill says the same orbs have been spotted in London, Mexico, Canada, California, and Texas. His recent findings will be a part of a History Channel special on UFO hunters set to air next month. Live in the Newsplex, Lena Line, 19 Action News.
Beam me up.
Holy shit, look. The whole area is getting lit up with them. Look at this. Ah, yeah. Wow. Wow. Did it just kind of like dim out?
Looks like it. Yeah,
what the fuck? What the hell? I had no idea what to even film. Look at this. But this one is really strange. It's right down on the water. Look at this. This is just flying over really slow. I can hear a slight hum. Wow, this is freaking incredible. See what about in front of it? Look at that. That's an infrared. You can see the dot out in front of it. The naked eye, it's not there. That's crazy. Thank you for this flyby. Dropping big time. Oh shit, my camera's dropping too. I can't get this tripod to stay up. Oh. It's going back out over the lake. Oh, what's it doing now? July 4th, 2011. I was just saying the date and the time. That is incredible. I'm going to zoom in on it.
over there now. And the fireworks go out. There's a couple of
I don't know. Whatever this is, definitely is not.
And then we pulsating their trails going white and red. Going to the moon.
It is going to the moon.
To the moon! On the moon. Let me see. Oh, it's gone.
It's in front of the moon.
Oh, there it is. It's right on top of the moon now. Coming out at the tip. That is so fucking cool.
I can't see it now.
What?
It's gone. Wow. Wow, I've never seen anything like this either. Wow, dude, look at that. Yeah, that's freaking crazy bright. Have you ever seen anything like that? Oh, going away.
Another one in the distance underneath it.